am violently upset over the fact that today's episode we're going to be talking about the dark side of the beauty standards, and I look like this. I'm wearing a headband. I look like somebody's abuelita, and it's not a vibe. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be filming this. I do, but I don't. But here we are. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Unhinged Diaries podcast. And today's episode, as you can already see from the title, we are going to be talking about the dark side of the beauty standards veneer edition, because well, all these videos coming up on my For You page about veneer techs, and of course, if for the infamous Winter Blanco, you know, a former reality TV star from the show Bad Girls Club, she spoke out about how botched her veneers are and how life-changing it was. And I feel like it deserved its own little topic, maybe own little series and other things we could talk about the very dark beauty standards. So I wanted to make that today's episode. I did want to talk about the dark side of pretty privilege and talk about Kylie Jenner. I'm really interested in that, and I did start scripting everything, but once I saw Winter's video and all these veneer tech videos, I'm like, oh no, let's talk about this, okay? We have to talk about it, because what tarnation what happened? Like, what? Like, how has this become a thing? Like, we really need to talk about it. But you already know the drill for my continuing listeners or viewers. You already know how I like to go about my podcast episodes. I like to talk about one positive thing that happened to me this week and then one negative. So the positive is, for those, well, for one, I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers coming in and all the beautiful comments I got on my last episode. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it. I don't know, like, I could literally get 2 views and get 2 comments from those 2 viewers, and I'm blessed and I'm happy. Like, I really am. Like, just one little comment really does make my day, especially when it's like they appreciate the hard work I put into this podcast, okay? And I really appreciated it, and it really made my day, and all the lovely comments I got. And of course, for those who saw my last episode, if you haven't, then you should, I discussed I kind of mentioned how I was gonna go to Massachusetts and see Doja Cat perform, and I did. It was so much fun. I am gonna make a vlog about it, but that's why I'm exhausted as hell, because ever since my own little trip that I just came back from, my whole schedule, I don't know if anyone deals, I feel like everyone has to deal with this. When you go on vacation, when you come back, you feel so disheveled. Like, you feel like, what the fuck, you know? And that's really how I've been feeling like. I've been feeling like I'm all over the place. I'm trying to adjust. I've been looking like somebody's fucking dumpster, like, honestly. Like, I haven't been taking care of, I haven't, not taking care, but I haven't been wearing makeup and really just getting cute, you know, scrumptious, I would say. So that's why I literally look like this. I have a headband and I look crazy. So I just feel like I'm all over the place, but it was so much fun seeing Doja Cat perform. I will comment down below my YouTube channel, so be on the lookout for when that vlog comes out. I've been trying to edit it and really just do its little thing, but I've been all over the place, and yeah, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. She's such a performer, which is really why I wanted to see her, and I was willing to drive out to see her. Some people think I'm crazy. I'm like, it was just a 5-hour drive. Like, if I drove 12 hours, that is insane. Yeah, it was like a 5-hour drive to Massachusetts, and I got a little campground, which is so funny. Like, I got a camp. Like, I found a random campsite that was close to the Xfinity Center. And that's how I basically stayed over there, because I was like, oh my god, I do regret not getting a hotel room in Boston, because driving to Boston was already a lot, and just driving to specific, because everything was so far away, because I was in Mansfield, so everything else was so far away, and I felt like it was just too much traffic. Ugh, don't even get me started. We're not there yet, but oh my god, we're talking about the positive, okay? But yeah, it was just such a fun time. That's the one thing I do regret, is not getting a hotel room. But Boston is so beautiful, it's so bougie, and Doja's performance was everything. She slayed. The best I could say is I'm just not shocked at how amazing a performer that she really is. She really had me in a trance. It was June 1st. It was the beginning of Pride Month. And I felt like I left the concert gayer, honestly, because she was just so mesmerizing. Like, she's just so iconic. And then I saw Jason Derulo perform, and he was amazing. Like, I was just like fangirling because I love his little throwback songs. I lived for it. And all the other performers, I didn't really like. I got there really late, so I didn't get to see many of the other performers or whatever. But like Doja and Jason, they did that. They ate with that. But yeah, that was like the positive. Like, I had such a fun time. I did tan, but I feel like it's fading. It's fading. Like, I was literally red. My forehead and my nose was red, but now I feel like it's all like, it's coming down. I'm looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost again. I cannot win. I cannot win, you guys. I really did try tanning, and I was just getting burnt, and it was just like I was worried about traffic and trying to get back and not get too any more late than I already was to the concert. So there was that. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty fun experience. Like, the concert itself made it worth it. But if it was like taking the concert out of the equation, it was a shit show for sure. Now, going on to the negative thing that happened this week was just the downsides of the trip, which is like the traffic was, I literally wanted it to end it all. Like, I really did. I was so ready to park in a busy highway, and just like cry. Because my GPS was already having, anyone who knows, Apple fucking Maps will have you all the way fucked up sometimes. And it had me going in circles, and I literally wanted to die. Like, I had my cousin, like, I'm like, yo, am I just slow? Like, I know I can be. Am I really just slow on the fact that, like, we're literally going in circles? We were supposed to be where we're supposed to be at an hour ago. Now it's been 2 hours of us just being in circles. Like, what the hell? And then now I need gas, and I've never put my own gas before, so because I'm spoiled in New Jersey. I'm like, what? Like, it was just so much. But we made it, and Doja performed ironically around 9. So like, we were rushing technically for no reason, because of course the other artists would have been nice to enjoy, but like, I didn't know them, so I was just like, you know what, we could have been a little more late. And I was frustrated because I wanted to wear a specifically different outfit, but I just didn't have enough time to go through with that outfit. Because one day it was a corset, and you know, it has like the black ribbon in the back for you to tie it or stuff like that. And the corset that I had, one day I was really blacked out drunk, and I cut it, so I literally would snatch one of the other ribbons from my other corset and just like go back and forth. And I brought the corset that I wanted to wear. I had this vision in my head of what I wanted my outfit to be, but I forgot to grab the ribbon. So we literally drove to Michael's to get more ribbon, just for us to not even have time, because I had to cut it and like like, we had no time. So thank God I brought a backup outfit. Like, I was smart enough to like be like, okay, I need to have like, I literally bought 3 different outfits just in case. So I went with the second outfit, and it's going to be on the screen. That's how it looked like, which I'm actually really happy, and I wasn't disappointed, but I did really want to wear my other outfit, but I felt really cute in that dress. It was my first time wearing it. That's why I wasn't upset. So there was that. I think my biggest frustration, or the bigger downfall of what this week really was, is the fact that I've been seeing all these videos pop on my For You page, and y'all know I'm a little spiritual, so I feel like it really is the universe trying to give me a sign. I'm that delusional. Like, everything's a sign to me. But I feel like they were trying to give me a sign, because I kept seeing all these videos about how when it comes to you having multiple passions, just to choose one and put all of your energy into it. So then anything else you want to pursue, you would just, like, if it's meant for you, you're going to be guided to that direction regardless. Like, that thing that you focus on could lead you to that, or maybe you're dodging a bullet, not exploring that, you know, like. But it's so important for you to just focus on one thing. And for me, y'all already know me, I be trying to do TikTok, I'm trying to work out and focus on my fitness, I have my podcast, I love modeling. Like, I'm overwhelmed. And I feel like this week, I'm like, oh my God, my other channel, I do miss doing vlogs and like just sharing my life. Like, I really do enjoy sharing my life. And I'm like, dang, I don't even have time to edit this vlog. This podcast is gonna like me, I'm literally filming on Thursday, and I like to have my podcast episodes posted on Fridays. So I'm like literally all over the place. I'm trying to get back on the gym and eat right. Like, literally, it's a shit show as of lately. And I fear that I had to make a big decision soon on like, what am I gonna truly put all of my energy into? Because I love TikTok, don't get me wrong, that's where I found the vast majority of my, you know, my besties and my followers. But I also love this podcast for the people that actually sit there and watch it entirely, you know. because I feel like you guys get to know me more as a person. It's more intimate compared to like a TikTok, like a fucking almost 10 minute. Like I don't really exceed the 10 minutes here and there, but it's like you won't really get to know me like that compared to like my podcast episodes where it's like so much more intimate, so much more engaging, and it's just like difficult, Like I really do love my podcast, but then I think I get the anxiety of like that delayed gratification where I don't feel like obviously the views are the same as TikTok. TikTok is like a quicker gratification. That's why I feel like a lot of people are addicted to it. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, even though like I have an image I literally have it on my vision board. I would love to have 100,000 subscribers this year. But also part of me is like, I'm okay with the delayed gratification of like me almost being at 200 followers. I'm trying to get 200 subscribers and I'm already excited to reach that little milestone. Like, I don't know, like I'm trying to learn how to enjoy delayed gratification, and I think the more I'm trying to teach myself to enjoy that, I'll make my big decision on like what I need to put all of my energy into, because I know once I put all of my energy into something, I could really thrive at it, And I think that's my biggest frustration, is that this week I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it all, Ali. I'm sorry. Like, you can't do it all because you're losing yourself. I'm exhausted out of my mind right now, Y'all know me. I like to get all cute for my episodes, and I don't even have I'm like, I don't have time. Like, literally after I'm finished filming this, I have to make myself dinner and then get ready for work. So I'm like, I'm just tired. So that's kind of my frustration. And I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but it's difficult. And I've been seeing like just a bunch of videos just randomly pop up on my For You page, and I'm like, this is a sign. Universe is like, bitch, you have to make your decision on what is more important to you and what's more realistic, and put all of your eggs in that basket and just jump, because just like me trying to do everything or not even doing anything, it's just not working, compared to just choosing one thing, learning to be the greatest at it as possible, and then like moving forward, just having fun. That's another thing, trying to have fun the entire process, because I feel like for a long time I felt a disconnection when it came to creating content, and it's because of the fact that like I was creating content with an expectation of an outcome, compared to now I'm like, I don't give a shit if I get any views or any comments or any followers. For me, I just want to share what I like and have conversation with people, like that connection. I love that. I love meeting people and like talking to people and having interesting conversations. So if I want to continue to do that, then I have to be detached on the things that just will come naturally, the views, the followers, all of it, But yeah, that's enough of me rambling. Now we're going to talk about today's podcast episode, which is going to be on the dark side, or just the dangerous aspect of the beauty standards. And we're going to be talking about veneers specifically. So for those who live under a rock, there's been a trending topic on TikTok when it comes to veneer techs. And basically what a veneer tech is, you can buy a program or participate in a program, and you will learn how to do veneers in just like 2 days. Like, yeah, scratch all the dentists and the people that spend thousands of dollars in education and time and like, investing into like education and passing their tests and exams. Scratch all that. Just go buy a little program, and then you get your little itty bitty canvas certification, and then you're good. So it's been creating like really big conversation, because it's like actual dentists, actual people that went to school about it are speaking out like, oh, fuck me, like damn, like I'm here wasting all my damn time, one, and then two, it's like highly illegal. It's really, really highly illegal to even do that.
So you're telling me that y'all are getting your veneers done by veneer tech with a certificate instead of a degree? What is a veneer tech?
All right, everybody, I'm here. I'm ready to go ahead and discuss the thing that you guys have been tagging me and bullying me about for the past week, saying, Bentis, talk about it. Bentis, talk about it. It's time to talk about this crazy veneer technician stuff. So apparently, if you guys didn't know, down in Atlanta, they decided they were going to make up their own technician called a veneer technician. And we already got lash techs, nails techs, every tech, Botox techs, everything else. So they said, hey, might as well just throw dentistry into the mix. And so my homies down there went ahead and made a school where they're charging you like $6,000 to learn how to do veneers in 2 days, and then printing you out a Canva certificate and just putting your name on it and saying, hey, congrats. And then they are basically tricking other people into thinking that they're professionals to go get veneers at a cheaper price. Now, obviously, there is a slew of problems with this, as I'm sure you understand. One of which is it's highly illegal. Like, seriously, federally illegal to be impersonating a person of dental care. You know, basically a dental professional, a doctorate of dental study, a DDS, or a DMD. One of the two. If they're not that, they shouldn't be doing stuff on your teeth. Because newsflash, I don't know if I need to tell you this, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong with veneer tech stuff going on. I mean, I don't even know how do we get here? How did we get here in the United States of America? I'm so confused. I mean, obviously it's one thing if they're doing composite veneers over the top. There's still a lot of things that can go wrong with that, but please, I hope they're not taking off any tooth structure. I hope they're not polishing stuff. I hope they're thinking about your occlusion when they're putting these things on there, because they're big and bulky, and if you're doing it over the top, it could cause so many problems. And now you got this permanent glue that's stuck on your teeth, and if you don't like the look of it, how are you going to get it off? You going to take a Dremel to your tooth? I guarantee you're going to go to a dentist and they're going to say, you did not get this from us, because this looks like some Ruby Tuesday type stuff, and I don't like that. Not to mention, y'all are paying your good hard-earned money to get your teeth jacked up. That's even crazy. Do we use similar materials to a nail tech as far as glue and lights and Dremel tools? Yeah, I guess there could be a correlation there, but that does not mean that you should be doing this at any capacity. If you see one of these in your area, because it is very highly illegal, you need to contact the state dental board in that state. So in Atlanta, you contact the Georgia one. You go there and you say, hey, we have people impersonating dental professionals, doing dental work that they're not allowed to be doing. And then you let them know the location and the services, and they will swiftly take these guys down. Because it's crazy how many videos I've seen over the past couple days about veneer techs, and they're all over, man. It's like, I don't know, it's crazy to me. And also the braces, I saw some people doing braces as well, which is even more dangerous in some aspects. Next thing you know, we're gonna have BBL techs coming in here just saying, hey, let me throw some shots in there and see what happens.
To just buy a little program, because you're not even licensed. You just buy a little itty bitty certification. And there was a video that really blew my mind where a woman was like, oh, if you could do nails, then you could do veneers. So basically doing the same thing. You're just filing, you're gluing, you're curing. If you can master doing nails, you can do teeth, you can do veneers. I'm like, ah! I'm like, no. And then there's just so many videos I've been seeing of people trying to justify veneers in general. You have to understand the commitment when it comes to veneers. There's that conversation, but then it's the bigger conversation is people really trying to get it affordably. I'm like, my love, it doesn't work like that. What? It's just like surgery. It's just like anything. Why do you think there's a whole show named Botched? People try to get the cheap route when it comes to enhancing their appearance, and there's nothing wrong. Don't watch this video think I'm gonna be against veneers or against anything when it comes to changing your appearance. Girl, I literally got my lips filled. I have my next session this weekend. I got my brows microbladed, and I'm definitely thinking in the future to keep doing other things. But I don't go the cheap route. I work my butt off so then I could be able to get those nice things. But people spook me. People really spook me in the sense of you're really willing to get really, really cheap quality shit. That is so scary. So I think the crazy thing about it all is people just think, oh, of course, I can see why people would want to get veneers. Especially since, your teeth can be a bit yellow no matter what you do. Trying to be so consistent when it comes to whitening it and doing all these things where you could just get your little veneers and, it's I can see why people would want that. Or, obviously, that straight, perfect smile. Because anyone could agree, if you have fucked up teeth, that could really boost down your attractive points. I get it. But at the same time, Winter Blanco coming out. I'm going to share her TikTok right now on the screen.
I know that I look crazy and it's so embarrassing to come crying on the internet, but the stuff that I have been dealing with for 2 years because of my freaking teeth is I don't even know what to do anymore. And the only place I can really go to is my platforms. As everybody pretty much knows, 2 years ago, I had dental work done at Smile Dental Center 32 in Miami, and it ruined my life. Literally ruined my life. And I'm still dealing with it to this day. And I just left another doctor, another TMJ doctor. This is the 3rd or 4th one that I've gone to. And I'm just very overwhelmed. the medical industry, the dental industry in America is like, they literally do not care about what you are going through. Like, everything is about money for them. And like, I understand like people have to get paid, but it's like the fact that like I can't do anything. Like, I can't use insurance. I can't do anything. I've already spent $80,000 pretty much on this whole situation in 2 years. And I go to another TMJ doctor because I have severe TMJ now because of the veneers that Smile Dental Center did. They lost my bite. I have severe TMJ. I got my teeth redone. It didn't fix it. That was another $30,000. It's just like, I just had an appointment and like, you know, they're telling me like, okay, we could do this, and it, you know, it could be a big money pit, and you know, it could be, you know, another 80K, and you know, it might not work. Like, I've spent so much money with so many doctors just praying that something works for me, and nothing works. Nothing ever works. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I can't even sue the freaking dentist. Every time I come on here telling my story about what happened, which is a crazy ass story, I'm like, just sue. Why don't you sue? If I could sue, that would be the first thing I'm doing, but I can't do that. It's not possible. Like, can't sue for my sensory issues. My sensory issues are unknown. Every time I go to a doctor, they've never heard of it. And you can't prove that they gave you these issues because there's no way to diagnose it specifically. Like, it's just a whole thing. They offered to give me my money back within the first year, and I told them no, so that I could bring awareness, because like, people are just like, you know, out there getting veneers and whatever the case may be. Like, my life is literally ruined because I got my teeth redone. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm constantly in pain. I can't even close my mouth properly after a retainer every single day, 24/7 pretty much, to even close my mouth comfortably. No bite adjustments can fix it. Nothing. I've done 100 bite adjustments. I've gone to 10 different dentists, 4 different TMJ doctors. I've done integrative medicine. I've done acupuncture. I've done everything you could possibly. I've done hypnosis. I've literally done everything you could possibly do to try to fix these issues. I've been called crazy by my primary care doctor at Kaiser. They told me to see a therapist because I'm what I'm going through. At this point, like, I just don't know what to do. I'm in severe pain. I've gotten freaking masseter Botox twice. My fucking face is slimmed the fuck out. Like, I look crazy as fuck because I'm in pain 24/7. It's just, I guess my only thing is just don't get fucking veneers, and know that like something like this can ruin your life, like literally. And quite frankly, I'm not giving nobody else 80 fucking bands. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, the fact that these people are so like, just everything is so money driven, and like, I understand, but it's like, this shit is like really medical for me. Like, why does nobody care about people in chronic pain without you having to fucking spend 80 bands twice? Like, that's crazy as fuck to me.
I feel like this video creates the bigger conversation of, is it really worth it, you know? Like, I feel like there's so many videos I've seen of people getting veneers, and they didn't even necessarily need it, you know? Like, they could have just got Invisalign. They could have like done these other things. It's like, I feel like it's okay if you're getting like a veneer or so for like a tooth or whatever, but like your whole, like everything, it's like, I feel like you would really need it, in my personal opinion. Because like, you have to understand, Tana Mojo's another example. Your life really does change when it comes to those veneers. Like, you can't eat things the way that you used to. This girl is in like her abuelita era, having her tooth coming out every other day and having to have glue on standby. She said she would even put super glue. Is that even safe? I don't even know. Someone comment down below, is that even safe to keep putting super glue in your tooth and not beating your mouth? I feel like that's like toxic, like, I don't know. Like toxic chemicals in your mouth. I don't fucking know. That doesn't even sound healthy. But like Tana Mojo, she's been having her tooth coming out every single day. And she's talked about it. Like, oh, I've learned. Like, she got her veneers when she was popping off as an influencer. She got it offered to her. And that's what a lot of influencers too has come out about their negative experience with veneers, which I feel like has created this deeper conversation, is the fact that like, it wasn't even necessarily going down a cheap route, but they were just offered a service and they're like, hey, like, I don't really gotta pay much, so okay, bet. I don't mind it. They had some credibility with the people they've worked on in their work. Let me try. And then it ends up being fucked up. Like Tana, she literally says, like, her teeth is always falling out. It's always some issue with it. You can't even eat and enjoy things that the way you used to. She's like, I can't eat a nerd. And I love nerds, girl. I love my little candy nerds. So the fact that you can't even eat things the way that you used to, that's one. And then two, I feel like the bigger thing that blows my mind with all this is when it comes to veneer techs, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, trying to go the cheaper route when it comes to those services, and like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go to a little veneer tech, so I don't have to spend as much compared to like someone with more credibility. It's like, if you're going to a veneer tech, one, people don't understand maintenance behind veneers as well. Like, you're gonna have to maintain it, like within like what they say 5 years, like, and that's if you really took care of them and like you kept up with that maintenance. 5 years you had to get them replaced, which is another expensive amount of money. And it's like with veneer techs, some of them I've seen a lot of cases where they go ghost because they start getting caught in their shenanigans, and it's like, what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do? It's like very, very spooky in a sense where it's like, what is the purpose of it all? Like, it's one thing if you have the money and you did your research and you found a really good doctor that you trust, go for it. Like, I'm not trying to make this video discouraging people to get veneers. Go for it, because I bet there's people out there that are gonna comment or see this video and they say, hey, I love my veneers, it was the best investment ever, you know? See, think for me, I got lip filler and I love it. It's the best thing I've invested. Like, my brows being microbladed, the best investment I ever made. Like, you never know. Like, I'm not trying to sit there and say don't do it, because I'm sure there's people that have done it and they love their results and they're happy and they would never, never have not gotten it, But it's like, keep in mind that, like, when it comes to I feel like when it comes to the like beauty standards, I feel like, which wraps up this whole conversation of it all, it's like, how far are people willing to go just for a perfect smile, just to like appear attractive for society's version of attractive? Like Winter Blanco, her situation is insane. Like, this woman she has awful sensory issues. She gotten so much Botox in her jaw, has tried everything possible to like soothe this pain that is unnecessary. Like, she could have like avoided all this by not like even getting the veneers to begin with, or going with the people that she went with to get them redone, because she said that when she got them redone she hated them, which I think they look good. It's just the fact that it's causing her this much pain is insane. And it's like, it creates that bigger conversation of like how far people are willing to go to fit the beauty standards. Because let's be real, when you have a beautiful smile, it's like that conversation of pretty privilege. You're just respected so much more when you do a drastic of anything. You ever see someone who had fucked up teeth and then they got braces, and then people just see them like, wow, like you kind of see them more attractive. Like, it's shit like that. If you're plus size and you lost a lot of weight, people start to look at you, view you, and treat you differently. You can't argue with me with that. And it's just like, it's insane how far people are willing to go for a perfect smile, to fit society's version of what you need to look like, what you need to have, Whereas I feel like this generation is so against delayed gratification, or working hard towards something, working hard, like, getting braces, working hard to get a really good, sorry, I had a burp. Ooh. I feel like this generation is just so against like working hard for the things that they want. Like, why not save more, work hard to get the services that you want for good quality, like a good quality doctor, for a good, more of a higher price that you'll probably have to pay, but you're gonna get reliable and safer results. There was a whole epidemic of girls getting the butt shots in someone's basement and like in a hotel rooms, and they were dying. They were literally losing their lives. It's like, how far are people really willing to go to fit society's version of what you need to look like, And I get it. Like, it's an insecurity to not have nice teeth, to have a little bit of yellow teeth no matter what. Like, I've seen it all. Like, I've seen some people where they just can't help it. It's health issues of why they you know, they like have the teeth in the condition that they have it in. But it's like some of these veneer techs, I've seen some of the videos, like there's some people with some fucked up decayed teeth and they're just putting like a fucking fake tooth on top of that. I'm no doctor, but that don't sound right. That does not sound right. I don't know. But it's insane. And I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on all of that. Like, I wanted to make this video short and simple, but I definitely wanted to have that mini conversation of like the dangers truly of like trying to like really fit the beauty standard. Like the fucking veneer techs, like people really being like, I cannot afford this really nice doctor that's probably going to give me safer results. Let me just go to this veneer tech where they fucking took a course for 2 days. They probably cheated their way through. Like, you don't know. They could have cheated their way through that damn program. I've not learned shit. And you trust them in your mouth, girl? Oh, no, 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 no. The risk people are willing to take to fit this damn beauty standard is beyond me. And I'm not against, you know, enhancing your appearance. I'm truly not. But damn, girl, like at least work hard if you have to. If you don't have the funds, work harder. Give yourself a little plan. Hustle for it. For the sake, like, you really want to end up like Winter Blanco? Like, where it's like worst case scenario, this shit destroys your life. She has the luxury to afford all these treatments. Can you imagine being someone is like, oh, I want to get a veneers for $3,000, and then you have the fucking issues that Winter Blanco has, and you don't have the funds to afford all the things that she's been trying to like help with the fucking pain that she has? What are you gonna do, girl? It's like, y'all, can we talk about that? Like, truly. But I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. But that is everything for today's video or episode. I love you guys so much. If you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure to give it a 5 stars rating, because bitch, rent is due and I'm tired. If you're watching this on the YouTube podcast channel, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment up below your thoughts and opinions, and subscribe, because I'm almost at 200 subscribers, which thank you guys for who's subscribing and watching every episode. I love you so much. But I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.